forward to seeing some presumably extremely good Smash Bros.
We'll see what happens. I'd like to see some presumably extremely good Smash Bros. Okay, here we go. Now, it's worth noting that 23 is using a box. He's using box technology, you know, which is pretty insane. I had to go on one of those things once, and I could barely get my guy to move, right, you know? Everything's a button. There's no analog stick. It's all just like buttons and shit. It's crazy, you know?
It does require to rewire your brain a little bit, especially if you've been playing with a game.
Oh, we have an early SD from RashAttack.
Rough.
Did you see that?
I did. I think Dr. Mario is. I mean, it seems like Rash has been kind of destroying with Dr. Mario. I wonder if he's the best Dr. Mario in the country. I wouldn't be surprised.
Best Dr. Mario in the country? I have no idea, actually, but I'm going to go with yes. Yes, he must be. He's here at this prestigious event, after all, and he's made it to losers' quarters, so, you know, what other explanation could there be? Wow, that was
very nice combo.
Nice little 1-2 there, actually. I have a lot of respect for the RashAttack here.
I wonder how 23 is going to fare if
he's going to click all the buttons on that box.
Just presumably at least once.
That was an interesting angle. I feel like that probably wasn't what he was going for.
I wonder if RashAttack pushed, you know, pressured him into doing those things, you know?
Maybe.
He got a little spooked, you know?
Yeah, I get spooked all the time when I'm off the edge and end up killing myself, you know? So I understand. I understand the mindset.
He is currently juggling. He's on 7. That was
wow.
0 to death.
That was ridiculous. How many up airs was that?
7.
7. You count. Wow.
Well, 8, but 1 missed. So
but still, that's pretty absurd. You know, that's gotta do some serious mental damage to RashAttack. You know, will he ever psychologically recover from this humiliation?
Well, he's got to in the next. He doesn't have much longer before he recovers. Otherwise, he's done.
That's true.
SD from 23.
It's that goddamn box. I'm telling you, he pressed the wrong button.
Is this the lifeline that Rash needs to win the first game?
It could be. Well, it seems like that's it. But it's only the first game, ladies and gentlemen. You know, anything can happen from here. You know, for a guy named RashAttack, he does have very good skin. He does, I gotta say. You know, he does. I bet that guy has a skincare routine. You know?
I would say so. I'd say so.
Yeah,
no rashes to be seen.
No rashes to be seen. I wonder why he calls himself that, personally. You know?
So he gives a stress rash or because he's meant to be Dr. Mario, but I think in this case he's the one you know, giving the rashes and not treating them.
Maybe. That is why he is dressed in all black, as opposed to the traditional all white that a doctor wears. It's symbolism that he is the anti-doctor who inflicts disease instead of cures it.
Do you think 23 brought his apple?
Do I think what?
Do you think 23 brought his apple for the day?
When you say brought, oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I'm sorry, Chad. I was very slow there. Okay, but certainly from what we are seeing, it looks like 23 has certainly, I don't think necessarily brought the apple, but I think he probably consumed one.
Looks like he's force feeding it to Rash.
Maybe. I mean, there's in fact, you know.
Ooh.
Now
that
maybe
you know, nice little edge guard.
Rash took the apple and began force feeding it in a countermeasure way to 23 there, but you know, will it be enough?
It's difficult to say. He's still 1 stock behind. If Rash loses this, he is quite close. He's 1 game out away from you know, being out of the tournament.
It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good, that's for sure. If there's one thing I know about Smash Bros, it's that losing games is not good for winning tournaments.
That's very good. That's true. That's objectively true.
Thank you.
Do you think that if 23 here wins, that he's up against Bomboni next?
Well, I don't know. Maybe? That would make sense, right? Well, there's going to be 4 people in losers semis, right? So it's possible he could be against Bomboni. It's possible he could be against other people. You know, that's true. I don't know. But it's looking pretty good for 23 right now. He's staying very cool, you know. I think that what's making the difference here is that 23 is clearly listening to some music with his AirPods, and RashAttack is not. So the ambient sounds of the room and the lack of banging tunes is probably impacting RashAttack's performance.
Potentially. Unless 23 is actually listening to what he's supposed to do next.
As in he has an earpiece and he's receiving instructions? Oh, it could be. I don't know if that would be considered cheating. I'm not super familiar with the rule book, but you know, it's definitely a little controversial, I'd say.
So I don't think that's the truth, though. I think that would be physically impossible.
Well, maybe. Well, you never know with technology these days. There could be an advanced AI installed on those AirPods.
That's true. Controlling his finger movements.
Through electrical current. Yeah, all right. So it's currently 2-0 to 23. Can RashAttack perform the legendary reverse sweep?
I mean, he's starting off very strong with some little chain grabs.
There is some good shit happening, I would say. Oh, look at that. A beautiful forward smash. Completely carried. 23 is smiling. He's shocked by the series of events and trying to regain his composure.
It's true. I'd like to see a little bit more in this. I'd like to see this set extend past the 3-0, so I'm rooting for Rash this time around.
Yeah. Everyone loves an underdog story, so we'll see if Rash can truly show us his stuff and make the Rash attack.
That's true, but it did seem like 23 very quickly had an answer for that early game little death.
There was some good edge guarding there by 23. Yeah, I think so. The edge felt very guarded to me.
That was a very nice combo. It seems like this match is looking like there's a lot of 0 to deaths happening.
There is some insane stuff happening. Rash made 0 mistakes there. He took him all the way to death, and he's loving it. Look at the concentration on this guy's face. He is practically inside the game right now, mentally.
He sat back and said to 23, no, not quite like this.
Exactly.
Not without a fight. Not without your monthly checkup.
I'm absolutely loving it. And although 23 seems to be pushing back a little bit, will it be enough? That's the real question here.
Oh, that was a lead and a half.
You know, beautiful.
He's up by 2 stocks now. If he gets enough of a lead early in this stock, it could very well be that Rash could pull it back.
True. We might even start to see a stress rash appearing on 23's face if you look closely enough.
That's true. That's what he's hoping for, Rash. That's what he wants.
Yeah, and no doubt the itchiness of said rash and discomfort will impact his game further.
Well, this does look like 23's sort of changed gear a little bit.
He's pulling it back a bit, you know. He's really clicking the buttons on that box. He don't need no analog stick.
It's true.
Oh,
there it is.
Very nice F smash, you know, love to see it. So the game is becoming a little closer now, but Rash does still have a pretty good lead. So let's see what happens.
There's a lot of shines happening. 23 is keeping him down on the ground. Rash isn't quite sure what to do with this.
It was almost like a Falco pillar, but like a Fox pillar. If that's a thing, I don't know. Oh. It's getting closer.
There it is.
That's it.
That's game number 3. That was very, very close.
2-1 right now. It's just getting more and more intense here. You know, I might have to take my socks off if this keeps up, personally.
RashAttack sat back and said, it's not done. It's just getting started.
This is what the doctor ordered, and it's here.
Yoshi's Island. How do you think Yoshi's Island is going to change what's happening here?
I'll tell you what I think about Yoshi's Island. Those damn Shy Guys are a disgrace against God, is what they are. You know, the number of times I've tried to shoot a Falco laser, and one of those friggin' Shy Guys has gotten in the way. It just, you know, makes me question why such a stage is tournament legal.
I mean, I think those Shy Guys are just spectators, and they sometimes get a little too close. You know, it's like a streaker at a football game.
Absolutely, and what would a football game be without a streaker? Exactly. A nude person running onto the pitch in order to seek attention and spark outrage.
Exactly. Although in this particular scenario, you may very well hit those streakers as many times as you would like, and they're just going to leave. I should probably start commentating on the game, which is looking to be in 23's favor right now.
It's true. That is exactly what I'm seeing, too. I'm glad our versions of reality match up. But, you know, maybe Rash can I was gonna say maybe he can pull it out of the bag, but you know,
I mean, he can still very much pull it out of the bag, but I think 23 specifically picked this level so that the game wouldn't last quite as long. That was
cool though.
very beautiful.
I'm a big fan of the Mario cape, you know, especially when people are using their recoveries to get back on the stage, just flipping them around, and it sends a very clear message, you know.
It does. It sends the message of, please don't come here.
Exactly.
Go the other direction.
Right? And it's like you have no choice but to go the other direction because you're being caped around like a little bitch.
I think, is there any game where Mario has had a cape? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he like wears one, and you know, like in like Super Mario World, yes, you can get a cape, and he wears it, and he flies around and shit. You know, I think that's probably the There it is again. You know, speaking of the cape, it's coming out again.
That's twice now. This is getting. Oh, he got the ledge grab. I thought he missed it.
I thought he was going to die as well. But this is impressive. It seems that Rash is pulling it back. He's fighting tooth and nail. He's caping his way closer to victory, and I'm all here for it, honestly. This is what I want to see.
This is a beautiful comeback. I would love to see some more of this. It looks like 23 is potentially
that was a fantastic forward air.
Looks like 23 is potentially getting a little bit, you know,
a little bit of stress rash potentially.
RashAttack is getting in his head and under his skin, some might say.
Yes, and over it.
And over it.
Wow, this is some excellent Smash Bros. Right now.
Okay, this is very. This is down to the wire.
Down to the wire, absolutely.
If 23 manages to win this, then he's through. But if RashAttack manages, goes to game 5.
That's true. That will be intense. I love a good 5-game set.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't love absolutely nail biter of a set?
I love them except for when I'm playing in them because it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, Randall saves the day. Can you believe it?
This.
Wow. Oh my goodness gracious.
What a game.
What a game, you know. And here I thought I'd have nothing to say about Smash Brothers, but here we are.
That was an absolute beauty. It looked like 23 was, he was okay there after the Randall save. But RashAttack said, you know what, not quite.
It was hype. The combination of using a pill on him in midair and then his up B was just, it was disgusting, honestly. Oh my goodness, what am I seeing? Who is this man and what has he done with RashAttack?
He took his socks off, that's for sure.
That's what I'm seeing right now. Actually from this angle I can't see what footwear RashAttack is currently donning, but looks like he may have put his socks back on.
That's true. Well, we never know. This is an absolute nail biter of a set. Probably some of the best we've commentated so far, I would say.
Absolutely, and some of the best commentary in all of Smash Brothers, I may also say.
History.
Across any and all sports and esports, it doesn't get better than this. Oh, wow.
This looks very promising for Rash. He looks like he's got momentum. He looks dangerous. There's edge to his movement.
It is absolute edge. Shadow the Hedgehog edge right here. Rash is making 23 his little bitch.
Is he? It looks like 23 sweating bullets a little bit.
A little bit. Maybe that's just the rash, the stress rash.
That's true.
Okay. All right. He's speedy. 23. He's bumping around like a pinball.
He's starting to think. He's starting to gain some distance there, trying to move away. Rash keeps grabbing him and turning it.
He's doing his best to figure it out. What can I do to get this sweaty doctor guy away from me and get his body off the stage, either horizontally or vertically? Oh, that was unfortunate.
Do you think had he committed to landing on Randall there, things would have been different?
It's possible, you know.
That's what I thought he was going to go for, but he took his time and went for the ledge grab instead.
Randall is a fickle mistress, it can be hard to trust the guy, but I think you're right. That might have been the best move in that situation.
Wow, this is
it's happening. We've got the up airs again from 23, which seemed to be one of his strong points, Oh, that was fantastic.
It is very much still a nail biter of a game. 23 has definitely picked up the pace a bit.
I'm biting my nails right now.
Yes,
actually.
And me too.
Okay, we're down to the last stock, ladies and gentlemen. Final game of the set. Percentages are very close, you know. It doesn't really get more even than this. Who is going to win? Rash seems to be getting an early lead. Some crazy chain grabs across the platforms. What is happening? 23. Very good placement there with his Firefox, you know, avoiding the cape.
That's true. Is this going to be 23's game, do you think, or is Rash going to pull the reverse sweep?
I'm not sure, honestly. Oh my goodness. It's so hard to say. Both players are really pulling it out of the bag right now. That's it. 23 takes the game. Clutch moment there in the finals, but he hits him with the up smash, you know.
That
very
was
nice move. Yeah.
A very close game.
That was incredible. You know, I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is some of the greatest Smash Bros I've ever seen. You know,
I'd say in history, you know, again.
In history again. You know, you do not see Smash Bros like this anywhere in the world. You know,
aside from Brighton, United Kingdom.
Exactly.